Thank you, Mr. Joel Tanner and our band. Graduates, you may take a quick seat. Good evening and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Newberg High School class of 2022. Whether you're here in person or if you're joining us online via the live stream, we are thankful to all be together this evening as we celebrate these seniors. At this time, now that you've all sat down, I would ask you to please stand. Please remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem performed by one of our graduates, Brianna Schmidt.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Woo! Thank you, Brianna. In just a minute, the NHS Symphonic Choir will perform a special song for us. There's a Scottish tradition known as the parting glass. It's one of the strongest symbols of love and relationship that was shared between friends. Tonight, our hope is that this song is more than just a performance, but that it's truly a message of love and friendship to signify the power of the relationships that exist between you all as members of the class of 22. At this time, it's my privilege to introduce the NHS Symphonic Choir under the direction of Mr. Matthew Fletcher as they perform Parting Glass.
Good evening and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2022, the 111th graduating class from Newberg High School. We appreciate everyone joining us tonight in celebrating this exceptional graduating senior class. My name is Tammy Irian and I am principal at Newberg High School. It is an honor to be here in person to address the class of 2022, a group of students who have indelibly left a mark on Newberg High School in so many positive ways. I stand alongside family, friends, and the Newberg community in honoring our seniors and their accomplishments over the past 4 years of high school. And what a few years it has been. I honor our seniors for navigating what has been perhaps 3 of the most challenging years of their lives. They have faced uncertainty and change as our nation and world faced a pandemic that shifted our way of life for much longer than we could have predicted. I extend my deep admiration for these young people for how they have endured challenges unfathomable by many who came before you. You seniors are remarkable individuals. Joining me tonight to celebrate the class of 2022, our Newberg Public School Superintendent, Dr. Stephen Phillips. From the Newberg School Board of Directors, we have Board Chair Dave Brown. And Board of Directors Trevor DeHart, Brandy Penner, Raquel Peregrino de Brito, Rebecca Pyros, and Renee Powell. I would also like to recognize our Newberg High School administrators who have worked tirelessly to support our graduates. Mark Brown, Tim Burke, Tony Buckner, and Andy DuBois. I want to take this moment to recognize all of the teachers, counselors, coaches, mentors, volunteers, administrators, and support staff that have guided and encouraged this class through their entire K-12 experience. Graduating seniors, along your educational journey, these educators have supported your personal dreams, challenged you to improve, and encouraged you to take advantage of your unique strengths. I encourage you to reach out to those individuals and remind them of the impact they've had on your educational experience. They have helped shape who you are and how you've navigated school, life, and more importantly, these past few years. I also want to acknowledge those who have been instrumental in supporting our graduating seniors through much more than just their school experience. I want to extend much gratitude to all the mothers, fathers, grandparents, guardians, and family members who have helped guide these exceptional young people. Your unconditional love, sacrifice, and continual encouragement built a foundation, enabling all of these graduates to succeed in school. Graduating seniors, please take a moment to appreciate all of those people who have supported you. Most importantly, I want to recognize our graduating seniors. This is a great time for you to be reflective and thankful to those who supported you, but it is also a time for you to reflect on how hard you've worked, how much you've accomplished, how much you've learned, and how much you've grown. Don't forget to celebrate yourself and each other. During these past few years, you have faced challenges and had to adapt to new ways of learning and functioning in your daily lives. You've navigated much of this with grace and adaptability, traits that will serve you well in life. I'd like to leave you with a few thoughts as you prepare for your next adventure, whether that be college, a job, or another worldly opportunity. I think it's fitting for you to know that as I prepared what I was going to say to you, I kept thinking about the people in my life who have had an impact on me. A lot of people came to mind, and I could probably talk about each one with a lesson I've learned or a reference to how they've supported me through my journey. But that would take forever, and that would not be fun, and we have more important things to do. But I do want to reference one person, and I think you, like me, would appreciate how he has impacted all of us with equal parts wit and wisdom. There may be a lesson or two we can all learn from what I like to call Burkeisms. The first thing I want you to know is that a lot of stuff is going to happen to you in life, some good and some bad. I know it's easy for us to think that good things will lead to good outcomes and bad things will lead to bad outcomes. That's not necessarily true. Mr. Burke likes to remind us that we have no control over what happens to us. We have complete control over how we respond to things. In fact, how we respond to things that happen to us determines the outcome or path forward. Being the recovered math teacher that Mr. Burke is, he likes to reference a formula developed by Brian Kite, an industry leader and coach on the topics of culture, leadership, and behavior, to describe this. Pay attention, students. There might be a quiz later. The formula is E plus R equals O, Burkeism number 1. E stands for the event, R stands for the response to the event, and O stands for the outcome. We don't control what happens to us, we do control how we respond, and how we respond influences the outcome. As you move along in your journey, remember to be in control of your response and not out of control with your response in any given situation. You've heard the adage, if someone gives you lemons, make lemonade. Be positive, blow people's minds, turn situations upside down, and respond in ways that create opportunities instead of barriers. Next, decide what and who is important to you, and don't get distracted from that. Establish boundaries and priorities, and don't sacrifice focusing on yourself or your people for other people's stuff. Don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you to not care about other people or their stuff, but I am telling you to not lose focus on yourself or your stuff in the process. Let me explain what I mean. It is not uncommon for me to, on occasion, enter Mr. Burke's office after a frustrating meeting or a phone call where I may or may not rant for a few minutes in an effort to seek advice or lean on him for a listening ear. He'll always wait and listen closely to really hear what I'm trying to say. And then he'll analyze what I've said and pause. And there have been times when his response has been heartfelt and his advice invaluable to me. And then there are other times when he will, with a look of confusion or mild irritation, say to me, "It's possible that I care, but not probable." Which leads me to Burkeism number 2. You see, if there's one skill that Mr. Burke has learned in his 35 years at Newberg High School, it's that he's become really good at discerning what he cares about and what he doesn't. And I admire that. And I encourage you to adopt that same philosophy. Care about the important people and the important things in your life. Be present with your friends and your loved ones. Don't get caught up in drama, lip service, poor adult behavior, or social media rants. Do care about yourself and others, how you show up for people, and how your actions impact others. I can tell you that collectively, as a class, you have brought me immense joy this year. I cherish your enthusiasm, your spirit, and your humor. Carry that forward, friends, and have a positive impact on others. Finally, know that you will leave the stadium tonight and pursue goals, dreams, and aspirations. And I'm confident that each and every one of you has the ability to achieve said goals, dreams, and aspirations. But let me be clear, it will take hard work, grit, determination, focus. Just because you try something and fail doesn't mean you should stop pursuing your dreams. Success is subjective. Everyone has their own definition of it. What isn't subjective is what it takes to achieve success. Hard work, grit, determination, and focus. Don't give up, go at it, time and time again until you get it right. Don't lose focus on what's important, only to move to the next big thing. Persevere, be determined, and go be awesome. Class of 2022, as you leave here tonight, remember how much you are loved and how much you are valued. Wherever you go or whatever you do, don't ever forget that you will always have a place at Newberg High School, and you will always have friends, staff members, and the greater Newberg community here to support you. Most of all, don't ever forget how special you are and how much you mean to our Newberg Nation family. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal Arian. At this time, it's important for us to take a moment to remember and honor 4 members of the class of 2022 who will not walk across the stage tonight. Hayden Fredrickson, Arvin Gamboa, Madison Kotz, and Simone Mashombe. They were all beloved children. They were all beloved children, grandchildren, siblings, cousins, nieces, nephews, and to most of us here tonight, friends. All 4 are remembered by several of the classmates, and we are honored to have several members of their family both here in attendance tonight, as well as several who are watching online. We are saddened that these 4 students are not able to be here with us to celebrate what would have been their high school graduation. Although we grieve their absence, we celebrate the many memories that we have to hold on to from the many good times that we were able to share with them. In front of this stage, we have 4 single rows arrangements to symbolize and honor the lives of Hayden, Arvin, Madison, and Simone. Even though they are not here to walk across the stage, they will forever be remembered as members of the Newberg High School class of 2022. At this time, I would ask that everyone please join me in a moment of silence as we remember and honor the lives and memory of Hayden Fredrickson, Arvin Gamboa, Madison Kotz, and Simone Mashombe. Thank you. Can we give it up one more time for those 4? And at this time, I would like to welcome Mr. Burke to the podium to help recognize and celebrate the academic achievements of our graduates.
At this time, we'd like to recognize several of our students who are graduating with various honors and have shown excellence in their academic pursuits during their time here at Newberg High School. First group, Newberg High School awards a diploma with academic honors to students who earn a 3.5 GPA or higher, meet Oregon University system entrance requirements, and complete 28 credits through a rigorous course study, including 4 credits of language arts with at least 2 at the advanced level, 4 credits of math with at least 1 at the advanced level, 4 credits of science with at least 1 at the advanced level, 3 credits of social studies with at least 2 at the advanced level, and 3 credits of a second language. 28 credits. Do the math, 7 classes, 4 years. You're not taking a break. Honors diploma recipients are recognized by their gold honor cords. Students who have earned an honors diploma, please stand so that we can recognize you. Congratulations to all students who are graduating with an honors diploma. We are proud of you and the academic excellence you have achieved. Our next group is our National Honor Society students. The National Honor Society is an organization of students who embody and model outstanding scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Upon selection for membership, these students have maintained a 3.5 grade point average or higher, while continuing to demonstrate leadership, service, and character in the school and the community. National Honor Society members are recognized by their silver, although wet, silver honor cords. Students who are graduating as members of the National Honor Society, please stand so that we can recognize you. Congratulations to all graduating seniors who have been inducted as members of Newberg High School's chapter of the National Honor Society. This year, we have 17 students who are receiving the Seal of Biliteracy. This award, which is placed on their diploma, was established to recognize high school graduates who have attained a high level of proficiency in reading, writing, listening, and speaking in one or more world languages in addition to English. Students who are graduating with the Seal of Biliteracy, please stand so that we can recognize you. We have several students who will be continuing their learning as members of one of the branches of our military. We honor their sense of duty and commitment to service. Students who are planning to or have already enlisted in the military, please stand so that we can recognize you. To all of our students who are enlisting in the armed forces, thank you for your commitment and dedication to serving our country. We also have several members of the class of 2022 who plan to enter the workforce. Some will be enrolling in trade schools or apprenticeship programs, while others will be actively beginning their careers in various fields. To all of our students who are beginning their careers, we wish you the best of luck. Can't wait to see you and all the incredible things you will accomplish. We are proud of you. Next, we would like to recognize and introduce our class salutatorian and valedictorians. That's why I'm doing this. Nobody else can say salutatorian. The class salutatorian has earned the highest unweighted GPA below a 4.0 while completing the requirements for an honors diploma. Salutatorians wore a white stole in recognition of this honor. Congratulations to Augustine Schoenvel on being the Newberg High School Class of 2022 salutatorian. Augie, please stand so we can recognize you. Class valedictorians have earned a perfect, unweighted 4.0 grade point average while completing all requirements for an honors diploma. Valedictorians wear a gold stole in recognition of this honor. This year, we are proud to have 7 valedictorians. Congratulations to Amelia Bea, Casper Zook, Timothy Delventhal, Aiden Gray, Lily O'Laughlin, Claire Rosenberger, and Madeline Stone. Valedictorians, please stand so we can recognize your accomplishments. Don't get comfortable, valedictorians. I'd like them to please come on up to the stage and share a message with your classmates.
Once upon a time, 13 years ago, a group of students were dropped off for their first day of kindergarten. Excited, they started the next new chapter of their lives. Over the years, they've grown in their ability, learning new lessons, and making friends. Now, we, the class of 2022, are here at the end of high school, the final chapter before young adulthood. Over these years, we've overcome great challenges, and we've learned a lot of lessons along the way. But before we cross the stage, we'd like to take some time to acknowledge the stories that shaped our own.
No doubt, the worst aspect of high school for me was the stress. In my head, one bad math quiz would prevent me from the scholarship I needed, or getting a C on my essay meant changing career paths. Any slip-ups felt like they could be an extra hurdle on the path to my future. The outlet I found to let myself relax was horrible movies. The ones you don't have to analyze or think about, the ones you could literally never write an essay on. My favorite poison to subject myself and my poor friends to was the Twilight series. It was the perfect combination of terrible and crazy and fun to distract me from all the stress of trying to plan the rest of my life. The end of high school feels so serious, and sometimes you need an insane vampire romance to take your mind off the heaviness of living. In honor of the small haven I found in those movies, I will leave you with some wisdom from this series' very own graduation speech. This isn't the time to make hard and fast decisions. This is the time to make mistakes, like that one. Take the wrong train and get stuck somewhere. Fall in love a lot. Major in philosophy because there is literally no way to make a career out of that. Change your mind and change it again because nothing is permanent. So make as many mistakes as you can. That way, someday when they ask what we want to be, we won't have to guess, we'll know. Congratulations, everyone. We made it out alive. We woke up and showed up to class. We ate our last lunch in the cafeteria. We finished the last test. We submitted that last essay that was due at 11:59 p.m. We turned out the light after staying up late studying. We worked our last shift on a school night, dreading the homework we still had to do when we get home. We got that one less slip turned in that we needed our mom to sign, but then we remembered that we were 18 and we could sign it ourselves. My water polo coach during my sophomore year took us on a hike to spend some time together as a team. On our way off the bus, he got serious. He told us that there were these things called green fuzzies to look out for. He said they were special and they were the primary reason for going on this hike. Being the adolescent sports team we were, we quickly shrugged off our coach's request and climbed the paths rambling and laughing. When we reached the viewpoint at the top, gasping for air and sharing 3 water bottles between the dozen of us because our immune systems weren't damaged from COVID yet, we sat down and realized, we didn't see any green fuzzies. Honestly, we couldn't remember much of what we did see. In fact, the whole hike was a blur of green, a fuzzy green. I want to ask every student here a question. Do any of you remember any of high school? Being a valedictorian made me realize I spent 4 years at this school counting the seconds down until I could ditch this joint and never think about it again. My heart still sinks when I open Google Classroom. Was it worth all the stress and pain? I mean, I'm on this stage, so it must have been, right? There's a piece of dialogue from my favorite movie that goes, "This is it, Joel. It's going to be gone soon." I know. What do? We enjoy it. Enjoy your last few months at home. Hug your parents. Be nice to your siblings. Thank the adults in your life who taught you to grow. Quit looking at your phone all day and look up at the world around you. Look up when they tell you to look down. Go write your story and be proud of every piece of it. Thank you.
All stories come in different shapes and sizes, And if you know the story of Spider-Man, you know that every movie's plot is chaotic and full of a bit of randomness. Like us, every character has their own unique struggles, successes, and experiences. Whether you relate more to Gwen, Harry, or Peter, the way they live their lives has a lesson for all of us. Similar to many of us here, each character has lost someone they loved dearly. While they live their lives for those who no longer can, they are also inspired by those still around them. Similar to how Peter is Spider-Man not only for his Uncle Ben, but also for his friends, family, and the people who need protection, we are formed into who we are today by each of our losses, friendships, acquaintances, and memories. Furthermore, as Gwen says in her valedictorian speech, we will carry a piece of each other into everything that we do next to remind us of who we are and of who we're meant to be. Because the last 4 years of high school have been a whirlwind of events, they have created stories that will forever be a part of who we are. While none of us had the high school movie experience, our time here has been magical in its own way because we have made many precious memories and met many important people. Without our high school experiences, we would not be who we are today. So today may be goodbye, but it is also hello to a new chapter, a chapter in which the stories we have formed here will continue to be told and remembered.
Every song ends, but that's no reason not to enjoy the music. This sentiment has stuck with me since I first watched the 13th episode of the 3rd season of One Tree Hill, a cheesy teen drama TV show that premiered in 2003 and starred Chad Michael Murray. Now, this approach to life is quite profound to me, as it suggests that the endings and beginnings have no power over the beauty of an experience, and life should not pass us by as we wait for time period's impending fade. This song, called High School, may be coming to an end, but that will never take away from all we have experienced and learned as a class, and all we still have yet to accomplish. Keep enjoying this song until the last note as we celebrate this accomplishment and know that a new song is beginning. A new song very much worth enjoying. I also encourage you all to never doubt your knowledge and contribution to this world. If a show like One Tree Hill can provide such wisdom, we can all accomplish all we put our minds to, impacting those around us and being the change makers of the future. We must believe in the value of our stories and know that they are not only worth sharing, but also worth taking the time to appreciate. Yes, the beginnings and the ends, but mostly all the messy stuff in between.
In our 13 years of school, we have experienced upheavals and successes, joys and losses. Frankly, the world is a much different place when we first became aware of all its intricacies that were ours to discover and learn from. Even here in Newberg, the community appears divided compared to last June. Yet, no matter what happens, Newberg High School will always remain a wonderful place. Far from being a static institution in which students' noses get pressed into incendiary books, it is a place with a lively student body and unimaginably selfless teachers who will go on a limb to help their students. I will miss all of them greatly. But most of all, I will miss all the day-to-day quirks and randomnesses that were truly the lifeblood of the school. I will miss writing legislation for the benefit of bearkind. I'll miss having a mind-breaking calculus test and discreetly eating slivered almonds 14 years past the expiration date the very next day. I'll miss the time Casper forgot what a funambulist was and started banging his fist on the table. I'll miss all the times that I laughed at my lack of artistic skills. I'll miss all the time I spent on Google Maps over Turkmenistan while I was supposed to be writing an essay about the International Criminal Court in Den Haag. I'll miss the many days in the gym where I lost frisbees underneath the bleachers. And I'll miss that time in my language club where I tried to teach everyone Hungarian, but it didn't really work out. Yet all of these memories were only created by the environment of enthusiasm and boundless compassion that teachers brought to the classroom. As I leave, I will miss the sense of trust and community that emanated throughout the halls of the school. As Albus Dumbledore says in Harry Potter, we can only fight discord and enmity by showing an equally strong bond of friendship and trust. Trust is something that must be mutual, bonding teachers, students, and administrators. As a class, we hope that trust will prevail in these schools even after our class leaves, and that in the coming years, those who have selflessly taught us from our first kindergarten class for this very month will not feel intimidated in any way to deliver as good of an education as we have received. This is our vision, and the greatest gift we can bestow upon future graduates is to implore this district to live up to it. We're confident that after we leave, the magic will continue in the halls and in the classrooms as it always has. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. And as this gift of magic has been passed down generation to generation, I've been blessed by becoming one of your valedictorians. However, as much of an honor as that may seem, I could care less about the title. That's not why I'm able to stand here today and say, I am proud. When I look around at each and every one of you, I don't see fellow kids who helped me study for a test. I don't see teachers who went the extra mile in and out of class to teach us what the heck trigonometry is. And you know what? I don't see every single one of you who excelled with their books and pens to walk across this stage here tonight. And while all those things are true, when I look out, I see that woman who gave me a hug when I had a not-so-good day. I see that man who, no matter what was going on in either of our lives, unfailingly called my name in the hallway and in the streets and made all of my days just a little bit better. That adds up, you know? And I see that teacher who paired me with others in class to make sure everyone felt like they mattered and that they care. I see someone unsure of what they are, practically throwing support at others because they don't get it at home. And they don't want anyone to feel as broken as they do. And when life threw a curveball at me, I see the people who held my hands and helped me swing. And I missed sometimes. Heck, I missed a lot of the time. But because of them, I swung. And I see more of all, I see a friend. I see a friend in every single one of you. And I don't know half of you as well as I could, and I know none of you as well as I wish I did. You know what? I wish I had 4 more years to learn the dance of the flame in each and every one of your hearts. But I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. However, that's all right, because someone will. That's all right, because I can leave this school knowing that you will share your support, care, and friendship with others. Because this world, which is torn by war, discrimination, and with the lines defining right and wrong so blurred I sometimes can't see a foot in front of myself, because this world needs the sunshine in you. So, yes, I stand here today, but not as a valedictorian. I stand here as your friend, saying, I am proud of you. I am proud to be surrounded by friends to step out into a hostile world. And that terrifies me. It might terrify some of you too, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna lunge forth and strive. As Bill Watterson said, we are intrepid and bold explorers about to journey out into the wild amongst wonders untold. So I won't invite you. I'll beg and I'll plead with you. Extend your hugs, hands, and caring words with others. Use your heart to ignite the hearts of others. Be the reason some crazy, short guy with curly brown hair can stand on a podium and say, I am proud. Be what I've known to come and love as the class of 2022. Be a friend.
And so, as we begin this next chapter of our lives, we want to impart a final message. Never stop writing your story. 13 years goes by fast, and we only get one shot, one opportunity to seize our moment. So we encourage you to take advantage of every opportunity afforded to you. We challenge you, even. Graduating high school is just the beginning of what we can achieve. Our stories are only just the beginning. We wish you luck in your adventure. And remember, not all those who wander are lost. Your next steps may feel uncertain. Life is uncertain, just like the ending of a story. But there's something fantastic about that, isn't there? Thank you.
Again, congratulations to our Vals, our Sals, and all students who are graduating with specific honors. So beginning a few years ago, we started a new way of selecting who would give the commencement address to the graduating class. Over the past few weeks, we asked the seniors to nominate and then vote for a faculty member who has made a positive impact on this class over the past 4 years. There were numerous staff members nominated, and some had amazing stories and examples shared of how those staff members have helped to motivate, inspire, and shape the lives of the graduates who are here with us tonight. The faculty member who was finally selected and was also nominated by many, many different seniors, there were several different reasons why he was the best fit to speak to the class here tonight. From the time this faculty member began teaching at NHS, he has quickly made a powerful and positive impact on Newberg Nation. The passion, creativity, and commitment he brings to the classroom, hallways, and the stage is unmatched. He is the recipient of this year's Senior Choice Award and is wearing a graduation gown signed by the members of the class of 2022. Seniors, it is my honor to welcome the class of 2022's Senior Choice Award winner, Mr. Mike McConaughey.
Good evening. Wow, that's loud. All right. Projecting. It's truly an honor to be here tonight to get to share some parting thoughts. Thank you for having me, and thanks for the cool robe. It's pretty cool. Thank you for being willing to take a chance on me. For those who don't know me, my name is Mike McConaughey, and I wanted to call out a couple things. One, my mother who is watching on live stream, my dad who is subbed for most of you probably, is here tonight. Thank you. My wife Adina is in New York watching Music Man on Broadway right now. But I get to be here. And I also have a daughter who just graduated from George Fox Doctor of Physical Therapy program. Super proud of her. It's great. I've been at NHS for 7 years now. I teach language arts and CTE things, but mostly theater. I have been teaching for 28 years total, everything from 5th grade through seniors in high school, language arts, PE, math, even served about 6-year sentence as an administrator. It was not where I was to thrive. This has been a great 7 years working here. When I asked a couple of my theater students what I should talk about, they didn't really know, but they said I should keep it short. I did my best to take their advice. First off, congratulations. You are sitting here in these rows in these traditional and fashionable robes because you have met the mark and finished the task. There are likely 1,000 different commencement addresses being given right now across the country using the buzzwords like perseverance, overcoming obstacles, rebounding from the chaos and loss of a pandemic, and all of those words that we might be starting to see as cliche. You might be tired of these phrases. Sorry, they still apply. So we're going to touch on them for just a second. You have endured. You have overcome the obstacles set before you, and you should be proud of that. Changes of school schedule, format, virtual welding. Must have been fun. Culinary on Google Meets. Yeah, I can only imagine. Mrs. Eiler, you work wonders, that's for sure. One of the most amazing things that I encountered was a group of teachers that we're creating at-home kits for students to experience the curriculum at a distance. It wasn't perfect, but it was a Herculean effort by all of us, staff, admin, parents, and of course, you students. You are sitting here today because you persevered. It is astonishing to think of what you have overcome. That is no small feat. Do not take that for granted or take it lightly. No, you have succeeded. That said, you're not done. Like any good econ class during the last week of school, there's more to do. So, for you, today marks the beginning of the rest of your life. Today is the start. Where you have been, who you have been, all gets a bit of a reset. Gets a new start. You've been marked as having completed this section of your education and are thusly banished from these halls, kicked out of the nest. But do come back and see us and tell us about your great accomplishments. You've probably been asked once or twice by well-meaning and curious friends and family, what are you going to do next? Where are you going to school? And so on. That path looks different for everyone. Whatever the answer, school, military, workforce, we all have our own parts and pieces to sort out. We may know exactly where we are going, or we may not have a clue what next week looks like. Asking what you are doing next is all well and good, but I would argue that we are asking you the wrong question. I think one more important question is, do you know who you are? Apart from how you spend your time or what your career is or what you're planning to pursue, do you know what makes you, you? What do we do and where we're going are the typical metrics used to look at a person's path to success. But it can't be all about money, money, money. I used to ask people I would meet for the first time, so where do you work? But I've amended that more recently to, how do you spend your time? That usually garners an answer more close to the person's heart. I spend time gaming, or taking my kids to the park, or I read a lot. These don't have anything to do with a job necessarily, but they tell me more about what is important. Maybe I should change again to, hi, Joe, nice to meet you. Say, do you know who you are? I don't know. Might be a bit personal for a first-time encounter. Do you know who you are? What a powerful question. What makes you tick? What drives you? What stokes the fire within you? What is important to you and what helps to define you? This is a perfect time to help that definition come into focus. This time of transition is an opportunity to live more fully into who you are. It is one way to mark the transition to adulthood and growing up, and it can be tough, but perhaps some things are meant to be exactly that. I imagine some of us have a pretty good idea of who we are in general, what are our absolutes, lines that we won't cross. These things we put as the most important tenets of how we make decisions, how we decide who to surround ourselves with, as well as making determinations about how we will be productive members of society. I can also imagine that there are those who are still unsure just who we want to be. Those of us that are looking for a guiding light. Who am I and what makes me the person I am? This is the time to pause. It's time to listen. This is the time to be true to ourselves. And as we heard from our valedictorians, this is the time to make mistakes. Give it a try. My first challenge to you is to live out who you are. You are important. You are worthy. You are enough just the way you are. And not only that, you are exceptional. And thank you. I appreciate that. As you make decisions about where you go and what you do and how to participate in life, make them based on who you know yourself to be. Ask questions like, what environment will put me in a position to continue to grow into who I am and pursue what is important to me? Who will push me to the best version of myself that I can be? And surround yourself with those people. Could you indulge me for just a moment? I'd be delighted if I could speak to my theater students for just a moment. If you are one of my theater students, would you stand where you are for just a... It's okay. We're not going to learn choreography. I just want to be able to see you as I say this next bit. I know this is uncomfortable for some of you, but think of this as one last nudge to get you out of your comfort zone and to grow a little bit. You are my community. You make me a better person. You ask how I am every day. I want you to know that my goal for the year was to make you feel like you belonged every day. That you knew you were a part of the family, that you were accepted and loved every day. Sometimes family has its good days, and sometimes it has its bad days. But through it all, I hope you know that I love you and that I am pulling for you in everything that you do. Whatever you decide to be, or whatever you decide to do, I'm here for you. Watching you grow up over the last 4 years has truly been my pleasure. You are amazing artists, but even more, you are awesome people, and I know you will dream big and do great things. You found community in each other, and in the process, you have become my community too. Thank you, and one last time, I love you all. Now go away. Thank you. They are my group. I hope that each one of you graduates sitting here today has found your community. Maybe at school, maybe outside of it. I hope you found the group that you could relate to and be yourself around. Whether it's a group of 5 that you pledge to be together forever or 100, the number doesn't matter. Find a group that will lift you up and make you feel better and make you a better you and help to discover who you are. Whether it was a sports team, a club, a cast, a church group, a choir, or a band, greenhouse buddies, a study group, folks you share a fruit and grain bar with at lunch, or even those you bonded with over a feline dissection in biology, we all need community. Remember that you are not here alone. In a study out of Australia in 2012, it was found that having a community, a sense of belonging, having those we can relate to or be accepted by was one of the most important factors in a person's sense of well-being. They concluded that when we feel like we are valued and important, we are allowed to expand and grow and be our best selves. You are ready to step into the new world of work and education and friends and adulting. I would encourage you to work hard to find that group that allows you to be your best self, that encourages you to dream big and challenges you to follow through on those dreams. Look for those that take you seriously, that expect you to grow and change and learn and be everything you can be, and don't necessarily stick for the status quo. This is even more important after COVID. In many ways, we've become isolated and insulated from our community. We all felt under attack. We had to become creative to figure out ways to interact with each other and feel like we were connected when we were instructed to stay away from everyone. As I said before, you are not done. As adults and humans, we have a responsibility to those around us, and my second challenge to you is to be on the lookout. Find those that need a community. Find those that are lost or that are not able to be their best selves. If you have the bandwidth to reach out and help those around you, your well-being is enhanced as you become part of this growing community too. It is the rare person that can go it alone. I could tell that my students were craving connection, just needing to be together. It didn't seem to matter what we were doing. If one of us was there, lots of us were there. We are counting on this new generation of adults to reform those bonds that have been tested. Remember what it means to come face to face with your peers and to show empathy to those around you. So, to wrap up, short and sweet, my advice to you is pretty simple. Not many moving parts. 1, know yourself. Be true to yourself and surround yourself with those that make you better. Simple, but maybe not easy. Know you are good enough, know you are important, and know you are worthy of being loved and accepted. But so are those around you. They are worthy of love and acceptance as well. Find those that need you. Bring them in, love on them, grow together. Together, we can achieve our finest dreams and make this world a better place and our communities a healthier and happier place to live. You all have a ton to offer to this world. We are counting on you to show us how it's done. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Mack. I knew the words would be unique and powerful, but that was definitely better than I expected. I'm just being honest. And I'm really curious to know how many of you theater seniors were paying attention and have the right answer. All right, seniors, it's about to get real. Wake up, pay attention, because now you actually are about to do this thing that we call graduate high school. At this time, I'm going to bring Principal Arian back to the podium because she and our superintendent, Dr. Phillips, are going to have what I consider to be the most important conversation that the high school principal ever has with the superintendent, because she's going to recommend to him that you all deserve to be high school graduates.
All right, folks, let's do this. On behalf of the staff and administration of Newberg High School, I am pleased to present the graduating class of 2022. In doing so, I hereby certify that these students have successfully completed all requirements for a diploma as specified by the state of Oregon on this 10th day of June, 2022. Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations to your families and friends who share in this accomplishment with you. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2022. Please welcome Dr. Stephen Phillips, Superintendent of the Newberg School District, who will accept the class of 2022.
Good evening. Having received Principal Arian's certification of your eligibility, it is my pleasure on behalf of our district administration, our board of directors, and the Newberg-Dundee community to accept the class of 2022 and award you with a Newberg High School, Newberg School District 29J diploma, certifying your graduation from Newberg High School in Newberg, Oregon, on this 10th day of June 2022. Congratulations, graduates.
All right, so I'm going to let our NHS administration get into their spots. I'm going to invite Senora Villalobos up to the podium because we're about to read the names of all of our graduates in the class of 22. First row, let's go ahead and get ready. Just a reminder, please be respectful of everyone who's trying to get pictures and a good view of their graduates. We know some of you are going to try to rush to get in place to snap that photo, but please don't linger. And again, be respectful of everyone who's trying to get a great view of this amazing moment. All right, here we go.
Welcome, everybody. Amelia Lorraine Beya. Casper Zook. Timothy Delventhal. Aiden Elizabeth Gray. Lily C. O'Loughlin. Claire Marie Rosenberger. Madeline Stone. Augustine David Sconebeld. Heaven Alicia Ainsworth. Rachel Diane Alexander. William Peter Allen. Brooke Allison. Isabel Lee Alloway. Natalie Marie Anderson. Cooper Neil Anderson. Melody Andrade. Mercy Andrade. I hope you guys are ready. Sunny Apilando. Somehow I knew. Kaylani Ray Akipel. Reed Byron Arnold. Happy birthday. William James Arnold. Mariana Areola. April Elizabeth Ashlin. Naomi Lynn Bailey. Denise Balcazar Gonzalez. That rang. Wyatt Barnes. Carter Grant Bass. Jay Basurto. Alexa Renee Beaudry. Odalis Yarende Bertelio Rosario. Ty Charles Black. Jake R. Blair. Jillian Jean McDaniel Burnish. Hunter Allen Bollinger. Gabriel Boyd. Natalie Ray Bramer. Eliana Brown. Brown. Tyler Browning. Christian Joseph Buck. Jasmine Lee Jiping Beering. Cody Michael Berger. Samuel Elliott Bergen. Okay. Kyalia Nicole Burr Snow. Emily Megan Bush. Solomon Mason Biles. Gretchen Lily Call. Uriel Campasano Perez. Solomon Taihi Capel. Charlie Elwood Carlson Pavey. Hey. Gavin Cashmere. Ivan Casares. Diana Cervantes. Logan Allen Chadwick. Adela Chavez. Cristina Chavez. Litzbel Chavez. Angelina Che. Siv Hang Lang Choi. Sorry. Choi. Messed it up. Molly Ann Codina. Zeno M. Collier. Lily Jewel Copeland. Coleman Croft. Tristan Lee Peacock Crow. McKenna Crowley. Irma Rebecca Cruz. Bianca Leloni Cruz Mendoza. Micah James Cruz. Hayden Curl. Aiden Sarnecki. Claire Dollif. Hope Ruhama Danner. Maximilian Edward Davidson. Tristan Edward Davis. Kathleen Alexis Madelo DeJoria. John DeLay. Jackson Delt. Bryson Del Villar. Grant Kenneth Dickinson. Trevor Earl Doman. Yvette Dominguez Avendano. Michaela Erin Doty. Felicity Dryden. Charlie Thomas Evans. Victor David Elias. Adán Elias Rangel. Kenny Espinosa Padilla. Let's go. Faith Noel Falil. Taj Mohammed Falil. Edward Joseph Fine. Doreidi Flores Arcos. Danielle Marilyn Ford. Nicholas Frampton. Asher Nathaniel Frankamp. Olivia Marguerite Fry. Emily Margaret Gallardo. Marisol Garcia Addington. Jose Luis Garcia Pedraza. Aiden Lee Garver. Sophia Rose Gates. Jennifer Gonzalez Cruz. Mason Gooding. Alexandrova G. Goodman. Noelle Gottfried. Elaine S. Green. Andrew Oliver Goodmanson. Ashton Gunderson. Maylene Guzman Anaya. Nicholas Timothy James Haley. Hayden Anthony Hall. Ian Hall. Lane Halter. Hayden Hampton. Sadie Capri Hampton. Kira Elizabeth Ann Haney. Emmy Joy Hansen. Oliver Neil Hansen. Melina Marie Harbour. Andrew Rose Hatch. Matthew Henke. Damon Hernandez Cruz. Gabriel Hernandez Espinosa. Devin Carter Hing. Chloe Holbeck. Marcus Hopkins. Sydney Michelle Hauk. Nikolai Christopher Holzman. Karsten Harrison Hold. Carter Eugene Hunt. Ryan William Jacob. Dylan Z. James. Kellen Thomas Johnson. Kincaid Johnson. Owen Jones. Greta Junsen. Max E. Kavanaugh. Kyle David Kelly. Sydney Marie Fox Kelly. Jordan Kershus. Caleb Aaron Kilby. Dagny Christine Kimberly. Isaac John King. Kylie Suzanne Kinsman. Madison Lee Kirk. Donata Kanawa. Gavin Timo Korkiakowski. Alexei Koltayev. Emily Laban. Ariana Lafranconi. Jeremiah Lamb. Luke Lamoureux. Pivy Jane Landwehr. Kodiak Lang. Betty Yan Liu. Ethan Lopez. Jonathan Lopez Gonzalez. Giovanni Lopez Gonzalez. Anthony Lopez Garcia. Keenan Ty Lucas. Cameron Lutz. Audrey Lynott. Lucas J. Mabry. Zoe Mace. Madison Macris. Noah James Margison. Maria Lisette Martinez Guevara. Sydney Matheson. Haley Ann McCullum. Jax Cheney McDuffie. Samuel McGill. Caitlin M. McLearn. Felix McMillan. Lainey McMullen. Ella Francine McNeil. Victor Yair Mendoza Soto. Brian Elias Mercado Torres. Miles Meldenberger Day. Garrett Reese Miller. Harper Jean Miller. Jonathan Stephen Moody. Ulrich Moore. Spencer Kent Moore. Kiana Adalena Avila. Samuel T. Murphy. Ian Connor Myers. Luke Jackson Myers. Roman James Myers. Santiago Naranjo Castro. Emily Grace Negra. Soraya Rose Neese. Cooper Newman. Nathan Newman. Noella Dakota Nichols. Sadie K. Nielsen. Lily Faith Noland. Nikki Olmstead. Megan Osborne. Kira Michelle Owen. Zachary Christopher Owens. Emma Riley Page. Brianna Genesis Perez Hiley. Lluvia Yahairi Perez Salinas. Gabriela Peterson. Austin Pierce Mahaffey. Alma Pintor Zurita. Hayden Pitcher. Brooke Nicole Poff. Haley Ryan Poff. Price Austin Potier. Ashlyn Prescott. Raquel Milena Ramos. Scarlett Arwin Ramos. Ethan Rapp. Madeline Rapp. Naomi K. Rauch. Sophia Elizabeth Redwine. Juliet Reyes Parra. Ethan Wayne Ritchie. Michelle Rodriguez Amador. Alejandro Rodriguez Cuenca. Evelyn Rosas Atrián. Savannah Rose America Rousses. Anthony Nicholas Ruiz. Aaron Ryan. Hayden Ryle. Rachie San Juan. Flor Estela Sanchez Arechiga. Finn Sanders. Justice Louis Sandoz. Cole Sather. Grant Sattler. Rylan R. Sattler. Emily Jo Schmidt. Brianna Schmidt. Kira Christine Schneider. Elliot John Showalter. Cole J. Sedgemore. Drew Stephen Selke. Madison Senekit. Jacob Shinneman. Ezekiel Lee Sikma. Natalia Lee Silva. Avery E. Sittinger. Serenity Rose Slogowski. Ashton James Smith. Blake D. Smith. Gracie Smith. Xander Christian Smith. Hannah Summers. Robert A. Statz. Philip Stankovic. Cohen M. Stapleton. Abigail Rose Steffen. Allie Claire Stilp. Haley Stock. Kyle Stock. Sophia Faith Elizabeth Stokes. Kennedy D. Storm. Dawson Elizabeth Stram. Kelly Ann Strobeck. Nicholas B. Swisher. Héctor Talavera Castillo. Madison Tanner. Paige Tarmichael. Nathan Thrasher. Emily Tilden. Anthony Michael Tyndall. RJ Tofty. Monica Torres. Sierra Michelle Tuttle. Jenna Lynn Vale. Marina Val Parearnau. Vanessa Valaten. Gavin Van Bergen. Grace Diane Vanderhoff. Emma Rose Vaughn. Jesus Velasco Hernandez. Jesus Velázquez Peña. Kayla R. Vanetz. Chloe Ann Bung. Emma J. Walsh. Estella Warren. Noah J. Watson. Aaron Edward Weatherly. Jackson F. Weigel. Akasha Weinrich. Jeffrey Michael Wilburn. Josephine J. Wilcuts. Jasmine Williams. Tyler J. Wilson. Kaylee Withy. Ruby Lynn Wajik. Trinity Eve Wong. Annabelle Wood. Isaiah Woody. Elazan K. Worthington. We're waiting, everybody. Brooke Eileen Zatterberg. Your class of 2022.
All right. As we bring this graduation ceremony to a close, I want to take just a moment to thank several people and groups who have been instrumental in helping make this evening, as well as this entire school year, a huge success. Thanks to all of our educators for supporting these students. Thanks to Mr. Fletcher and Symphonic Choir and Mr. Tanner and the band for the music tonight. Thank you to our graduation planning team members. They have been working hard all year long to make tonight happen. Thank you to Northwest Christian Church, who volunteered their time and equipment to provide the live stream. We appreciate their partnership. Thank you to all of our families and friends for braving the weather and being here to celebrate these amazing students. Thanks for joining us tonight. And last of all, thank you to the graduates in the class of 22. Thank you for making Newberg Nation a better place. We love you, and we are so incredibly proud of you. One or two housekeeping things. I know, well, parents, families, listen, because they're probably not thinking about this at this point. In their diploma folders, there's no actual diploma. You need to pick up that diploma in the main gym. There's tables and signs in there, alphabetical by last name, so make sure that you pick that up. And then those going to grad night, you need to quickly take some pictures, say goodbye, and then you need to check in at the Aux Gym. All right, there is only one more thing to do, and to help take us across the finish line and officially make you graduates, I'd like to bring up three of our ASB student leaders, Jillian, Floor, and Zoe, because this is the final step. They are going to lead us in the turning of the tassel. After that, graduates and any alumni will sing the alma mater, and because of the rain, we're not going to do an official process out. We will be dismissed as soon as that is over. So Floor, Jillian, Zoe, take it away.
The changing of the tassels from right to left signifies the granting of the diploma and the completion of our high school education. Graduates, please stand so that together we can signify our graduation with the turning of the tassels.
So, it is my pleasure to lead the turning of the tassel, presenting the graduates of Newberg High School class of 2022. Now, we can turn our tassels.
Congratulations, class of 2022. Should we lift it up? We did it. You want to count them down? Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Group hug. One last thing. It wouldn't be a Newberg Nation event without the alma mater. So, ready? All right. Hail to old Newberg, to our gold and blue. We're standing together with loyalty true. We'll raise our voices, cheer for Newberg High. We're true to old Newberg, their fame will never die. All right.
Remember to grab your actual diploma inside the main gym.